So,
I'm ready.
Deanna, how would you like to play Three Question Thursday?
I'm so ready. Bring it on.
Okay. All right. All right. You've mentioned a lot of appliances here. What are your go-tos that you cannot live without?
Okay, so I'm taking you back on a tour. My food processor, which my husband bought me for a Christmas present, and everybody just went, "What?" It was 20 years ago that he bought it for me, and I used it once, but now I use it to make my salsa and my hummus. I make mashed butternut squash in it. It's fantastic. So I did ask for it that Christmas. He didn't just buy me a food processor because he didn't know what else to make. My new baby is this beautiful little air fryer, which if anybody has any air fryer recipes, please reach out to me. Happy about that. By the way, these are our dog biscuits. Don't get the wrong idea, friends. Who loves their scale? I do. I love my scale. And then I could not live without these. These are my silicone mini loaf pans. I have way too many of them because I do cook batches. But this is what I use for my breakfast loaves and my cheesy rice omelet loaves. And I just can't do without them. And then my Cutco knife.
Mm.
You have to have a good knife. If you're going to cut carrot fries, friends, a lot of people don't make carrot fries because they find it really tedious. I turn on dance music and my carrot fries and I have a dance party when I'm cutting them up, and I just make it fun. You got to make stuff fun, friends. There's a lot. This is a lot. This is not an easy thing to do. So wherever you can find joy and levity in it, like add that to your life. Put on some music when you're food prepping and dance it out.
That's
Gotta.
a lot of good stuff you showed us. Okay. I've got a question. You do a lot of your food prep, for the week, for the month. You showed us the refrigerator.
Mhm.
What are the kinds of things that you're storing in the freezer?
Well, you should have told me that before I sat down, Noreen. Now, I will tell you that we have a 4-year-old granddaughter, and I'm a firm believer, friends, that your environment has to be a place of peace for you. So one of the very first things we talk about is out of sight, out of mind. You have to create a safe space for you to operate day in and day out. So if you live with other people, that means putting their foods on different shelves, not at your eye level, keeping them off the counter, because we only have a certain amount of willpower. And the more that our brains see something that is not our food, it's going to sit there and say like, no, 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 no. Yes. At some point you will find yourself depleted and exhausted, and you will eat it. And so why not get it out of sight, out of mind? So I will show you the things that I have in here. I don't think you can see any of Aria's food, so that works out well. More vegetables than any one person needs in their life. I do the Aldi hash brown patties for our grain, but we eat those pretty sparingly because they're not like tippity top of the list as far as my grain goes. I'd rather have something healthier like oatmeal. These are more of the beans, and I just froze those. Aldi has a new similar, except a lot less expensive than Ezekiel bread, but I haven't opened it yet. I just don't feel the need to have a piece, but if I do, it's there. And then if you don't have Aldi, I'm sure they have these at Walmart or something, but this is my absolute favorite. The cherry berry blend. It has sweet cherries, tart cherries, blueberries, and strawberries. And I don't know if anybody loves cherries as much as I do, but they're expensive. And so you can get this whole thing for like $8 and it lasts a really, really long time. So that's my freezer.
What do you use your cherry berry in?
So sometimes I'm just in the mood for frozen berries, so I'll use that, just frozen 6 ounces. It makes me eat my food slower and be more mindful when I'm chewing up frozen berries. But I also use them in my breakfast loaves. I will thaw them out for that, obviously. I love oatmeal, so mix it up in there, and yeah.
So my third and final question, this is for all the money, all the marbles.
Ooh.
Your group has exploded in popularity. I think you have over 10,000 people in less than a year. Okay. What do you see in the future for this group? I mean, do you see a recipe book coming? I mean, what do you see? How can we add to what's going on?
So every recipe that I've created is found in that group. They're Facebook. God love Facebook. Now Facebook stole my profile for 29 hours a couple months ago. I was invisible. Chris was married to nobody, poor guy. Everything was gone. And it freaked me out because we own a small business and everything we do is on Facebook. So it really, really got my mind thinking, like, what happens next if it goes away? So I've started documenting all of my recipes. I'm not so sure about a cookbook because I'm one of those people that likes to pick and choose the recipes that I want. But I do have a website. It's basically NSNFNP. So no sugar, no flour, no problem.com. And slowly but surely, I'm putting digital downloads of my recipes on my website so people can print out the ones that they want and create their own cookbook from that. It's not easy to take recipes that you've just put on Facebook and transition them so everybody like understands step by step by step. Because I'm not a measurer when it comes to seasonings. I'm just like, add all of the things. And people are like, oh, but I want to know how much. I'm like, just to taste. And then people are like, but I don't taste. I'm like,
I'm that person.
So it takes a minute. It's taken me a minute. I do have a handful on there. I do have my fresh salsa, my lemon dill hummus. My shopping list is free. You can download that. But when I get them all on there, there'll just be $1 to download. So just super simple. And that way you can print off the ones that you want and it'll be that much easier for people to pick and choose. A book, recipe book? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's great. I think that we'll go there too. The NSNFNP.com.
There you go. I love that. Measure with your heart, Noreen. Yes. You can do it.
Oh, it'd be all over the place. I have a big heart.
How much cumin do you put in the turkey pumpkin chili? This much, Noreen. This much.
Oh, Deanna, you're too fun. And it's just been so great to get to know you. We'll meet on the BLE tour. So keep that in mind.
Well, so thank you so much for all that you do. Let's give Noreen a round of applause, friends.
Thanks, everybody.
I say this every time. I don't think people realize the work, the time, energy, effort, and money that goes into putting these out every single week. And you're blessing so many people.
I get it all back. It's a blessing to me. So with that, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for sharing your story. And thanks for all of your great hints, information. And thank you for playing 3-Question Thursday. It's been a blast. So good night, everybody. Stay bright.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.